The use of animals is as old as society itself, and digging down into the numbers used reveals some fascinating insights. In this video, we're going to look at the actual numbers from data collected in 2023, and they might just surprise you. The number of animals that die in nature each day is incalculable. Some animals will be killed due to human activities. Some are the unavoidable casualties of modern living, but some we sacrifice by choice. How a society treats animals, and why it treats them that way, can therefore tell us a lot about its values. So let's put some of these numbers side by side and see where we are in the UK. Take scientific research. It's one of the most hotly debated uses of animals, but also most tightly regulated. A chicken can appear on someone's plate without any ethical review. But to use a chicken in cancer research without ethical review can land you in jail. In 2023, about 2.6 million animals were used in research across the UK, and by some measures, that is a lot. But hold that thought, because in the same year, the UK population ate around 1.2 billion land animals. Now, a million and a billion may seem similar because they sound similar, but they're really not similar. If you were to watch a video that lasted for 1 million seconds, for instance, it would take you about 2 weeks. If you were to watch a video that lasted 1 billion seconds, it would take you the next 32 years. You'd be done in about 2057. To that 1.2 billion land animals, we can add another billion fish and a further 4.4 billion shellfish. Thus, the UK directly consumes 6.6 billion creatures annually. But how does this breakdown compare for individuals? Well, over your lifetime, assuming you live to the UK average of 81 years, here's your statistical footprint. In science, you'll use, in your lifetime, about 2.3 mice, less than half a fish, 0.2% of a rat, and 0.1% of a bird. If you eat meat, you'll consume in your lifetime around 1,365 chickens, 12 pigs, and 3 cows. So that's over 1,400 animals on your plate and 3 in a laboratory. But here's where it gets interesting, the numbers that we don't talk about. Remember those 1.2 billion land animals? Well, some of them aren't feeding us, they're feeding our pets. By some estimates, around 96 million are killed just to make pet food, and our domestic cats are estimated to kill 275 million wild animals each year. That's around 400 million deaths linked to pet ownership every single year. We're assuming here that pet hamsters are not much of a threat to wildlife. Then there's other animals we barely think about. The 20 million rats and mice killed as pests, or the 70 million hit by cars. In addition, in order to land 1 billion fish, 4 billion sea creatures are captured, with 3/4 thrown back into the sea as dead or dying bycatch. So what do we do with these numbers? Well, context can help. Are animals likely to suffer? If so, by how much and for what purpose? Is it intended to prevent greater suffering, provide companionship, or just provide lunch? Different people will interpret these facts differently and draw their own moral lines depending on their own values and priorities. That's what makes for a diverse and dynamic society. But the interesting part isn't where we draw our lines, but whether or not we're willing to consider the whole picture when deciding them.